Okay, hi everybody. I guess this is going to be the May wrap up and the June TBR. I read, let's see, one, two, three, 6 books this month, and one of them is like I don't know whether to call it a comic or whatever. There's so many people call it so many different things, but I'll start with the comic first. I was gonna get the other ones out of this, but the second one is like almost impossible for me to find. The third one, no problem. And the second one isn't that much of a problem, it's like so freaking expensive. But it's called Dragonflight. This is my sister, she let me borrow it until I could find all my comics, and I found some. But it's by, I don't even know if that's who, I think it's by, it says Anne Caffrey, and it says illustrated by Leila Dowling and Cynthia Martin, adapted by Brian Stevens, I guess. And well, here's what the inside of it looks like. I love this book. The illustrations in this are like so cool. Let me show you the dragon in it. And you don't get to see dragons right off in it. But there's a dragon. But this is mostly about this this was mostly about a girl, she has like a special connection to the dragons, and I think she ends up getting to be the queen's dragon or something like that, the queen's dragon rider. I think we call it the golden dragon. That's the one that chose her. That's one I read, and then I did finish Strangler. It took me forever though. Oh well, I finished that. If you ever watch my other videos, I did mention what this was about. And I did read I Want to Live. I did finish that. Then I did read Evidence of Murder. Some of these are pretty good sized books, so I didn't just pick thin books and stuff. Then I did read Randall's Castle by Betty Renwright. And I forget to mention the other authors, but like I said, I mentioned them in another video. So then I did read Ashes to Ashes. I just finished this today, right before I did the video. And right now, though, I am reading Bad Dreams by R.L. Stine. And I even started it yet, you know? Okay, now to move on to my TBR. And, I am planning something. I'm going to do it at the end of the video. But I am planning on picking a thing out of the jar and getting to it. I did, picking like these little notes that I made, out of the jar, and doing that for TBR too at the very end of the video, though. Because I've seen so many other people doing it. This one. Okay. I'm planning on reading this one in June. Boxcar Children number 116, The Ghost at the Drive-In Movie. I can't help it. I really like Boxcar Children. My mom actually got me into these because she actually really liked them. She got me into this, and next year. Then I'm planning on reading The Murder of Princess Diana by Noel Botham. And almost everybody will know what this is about. Oh, yeah. Boxcar Children. It says the Aldens discover there's nothing more than fun than a drive-in theater where they can eat popcorn in the car and watch movies under the stars. But pranks and other odd things keep happening at the Diamond Drive-In. And late at night, a ghost is seen walking through the empty lot. Is the old theater really haunted? Hardcover. Never knew they were in hardcover. Although I think my hardcover might be a little more expensive. And this is just about the crash and what led up to it and everything. Might even be some theories and stuff in it. And then So Much to Live For. This one is a continuance of that Dawn Rochelle series, and I think this is book 3 out of that. This is just, like I said, a continuance of it, to the rest of her story. Dawn Rochelle is 15, and the leukemia she has been fighting is in remission again after a successful bone marrow transplant from her brother. This summer she has agreed to work as a camp counselor for younger kids with cancer. It's the same camp she attended with her best friend Sandy just before Sandy died. Dawn knows the kids need her, but being at the camp brings back painful memories. Since Dawn has so much to live for now, wouldn't it be better to forget about everything connected with cancer? Oh, if you actually hear like a, I don't know, sound in the background, my fan is going because it's like really, really hot, and my bedroom is in the attic, almost, one of like the attic top rooms, which isn't really extremely hot up here, just I keep the fan going. Okay, let's see. 3 people wrote this. Okay. Blood of Innocence, the true story of multiple murder in West Memphis, Arkansas. Guy Real, Mark Perusquillo, I can't even pronounce his last name, Bartholomew Sullivan. See that, like, the second one's name? I don't know how to say it. It's funny. Okay, now I know for a fact that these, boys mentioned in this that said murdered them didn't. They were actually almost like framed or something, because I already did a little research on these, and they were like framed and everything, because they're already free. They'll have their own life and everything now. On the evening of May 5th, 1993, Cub Scout Christopher Byers, Stephen Branch, and Michael Moore rode their bikes into the deep woods of Robin Hood Hills in West Memphis. Before dawn, all 3 would be dead, horribly slain after a night of torture and mutilation. When the bodies were discovered in the shallow creek running through the forest, there was only one question on everybody's lips. What monsters could have committed such an unspeakable crime against 3 innocent 8-year-old boys? Widespread rumors of psychopathic strangers, serial killers, and satanic cults fueled the small-town hysteria. But the actual identity of the murderers would prove as shocking as the crime itself. Jesse Lloyd, and I don't know whether I should actually say the head dude's name, and I'm so sorry, because he's kind of like, I wouldn't say famous, but I know well, they did already do movies on it, so never mind. Jesse Lloyd Mescali Jr., I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, 17, Charles Jason Baldwin, 16, and Damian Wayne Eccles, 18. That one's the one that was the oldest one. We're not only members of the community, they were hardly more than children themselves. What really happened in Robin Hood Hills, what dark forces drove the killers to prey upon 3 young boys, can we ever know for sure? Find out in The Blood of Innocence, written by the investigative team that covered the story as it was breaking. Here's the dramatic, in-depth account of savage crime America will never forget. I don't even know if they'll mention that at the end of the book. I never read this one. I had that one for like a while. Then I'm going to read another Dear America. The only reason I got this one is Salem Witch Trials. But I Walk in Dread, the Diary of Deliverance Tremblay, Witness to the Salem Witch Trials, Massachusetts Bay Colony, 1691. And yes, I can tell you who wrote this. Just give me a second. Lisa Rowe another hard name. Fraustino? I know these one here might not have actual pictures. It has paintings and drawings and stuff, considering how long ago it was. Okay. It says Tuesday. Okay, they actually talked way different back then, if anybody doesn't know, but it says Tuesday Ye. Ye 1st of March, 1692. Four afflicted girls were brought into the front of the room, screeching and crying out as they laid their eyes on the prisoner. Their fear flooded the room. When it was quiet again, Mr. Hawthorne asked them to look upon Sarah Good and see if she were the person that hurt them. They all said yes, yes. Sarah Good looked shocked and confused. She denied that she had even been near the children. At that, Abigail Williams and Ann Putnam twisted and cried out that the witch was pinching and biting them. It was terrifying to witness, and I felt a hot passion against Sarah Good. Someone behind me muttered that woman should hang for this. And I feel almost very sad for every one of the people that was like either burned at the stake, hanged, crushed, because none of them, I don't think none of them even were witches. I mean, some of them, like, I don't know I know Wiccans ain't witches, but they kind of like, they believed in nature and stuff. But they shouldn't even kill for that. It's like having a different belief in the colony and stuff. Back then, though, things were different. Okay. Died for Me, the terrifying true story of the Charles, I never could really know how to say his last name, but Nig, or something, I can't really pronounce it, Ng, and Leonard Lake Torture Murders, by Don Lasseter. Do I have another book about that I read? I actually have to look, because I feel like I've read him before. It began with a shoplifting arrest. It led to a search of a remote California hamlet called Wiselyville that yielded 6 bodies, 45 pounds of burned bone fragments, and a child's liver. Then horror-struck investigators made the most chilling discovery of all, the videotape that showed what Charles, I'm just going to call him Charles, and Leonard Lake did to their handcuffed female victims before snuffing them out. Here is the terrifying story of one of the most notorious serial killers teams in American history. A pair of maniacs whose orgy of sex crimes, torture, and murder took the lives of at least 16 victims. From Charles' strange Hong Kong childhood to his twisted friendship with co-conspirator Leonard Lake, Died for Me is the graphic portrait of two monsters who walked among us. Lake, who took his own life, and Charles, I'm not sure his last name, who will die by lethal injection, which I do not know if he's dead now or not, because, again, I haven't read this one. Ooh, I gotta fix this. I just noticed the end here is like bad. I'll fix it later. Okay, now on to the jars. By the way, I don't know if this was my mom's or somebody gave this to me. I have like bad memory of certain things, but I don't want to break it. I'm just trying to shake it, so. Okay. I hope it's nothing I'm going to have to look too hard for. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta look for it, okay? No, it's not that. So you just want to give me a minute, okay? And I wrote this. It's strange. Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, anyway, it's like, I know, I remember this book, but I can't remember, like, different one people because I have no idea where this one is. I have to move some of it specifically. Getting a deep look into the account of this. Okay. If I don't find it real soon though, I will put another one out. Seems like American Ocean. I mean, it sounds like one of American Airship looks like that. Yeah, that's one I have. Yeah, probably should. Because for some reason, that one right there is just like a movie. And I bet you as soon as I get off of this stuff. This. I'm just going to pick a different one, okay? This is taking too long. Please be easier for me to find. Okay, this one here, like way here. I know I know this one. It's Merry Christmas. I don't know why. Merry Christmas. And I think it's just a bunch of little sayings and stuff like that. I think it's a bunch of stupid people. Oh no, E and then Santa wrote this. It's just like a bunch of Christmas stuff, about Christmas. And I don't know. I just bought this one, This Christmas, may you find peace in your heart, love in your home, and hope for all your tomorrows. Through faith in Jesus Christ, the most wonderful Christmas gift ever, celebrate the holiday season with this joyful selection of scriptures, quotations, and poems. It's a heartfelt wish for you to enjoy a very Merry Christmas. I am going to look for that No Time to Lose after I make this video, just so I can know where it is next time, you know? Okay. Bye.